Jai Shri Krishna everybody. This video is a heartfelt tribute to Janmashtami, celebrating Krishna's birth through a special decor that reflects his divine journey. From his miraculous birth in Mathura to his role as a guiding force in Mahabharata, every detail of this decor echoes the magic of his Leelas. As the scenes appear, let your heart travel back in time and walk with me along the divine footsteps of Krishna. In the dark prison of Mathura, under the king Kanha Tiruni, Devaki gave birth to her eighth child, a baby boy, the divine Krishna. That very night, chains fell open, the heavy doors unlocked, and the guards sank into a deep magical sleep. It was then that Vasudeva, Krishna's father, was guided to carry the newborn across the raging Yamuna river where Sheshnag's hoods above him. Vasudeva crossed safely to Gokul. There, he exchanged baby Krishna with the infant daughter of Nanda and Yashoda, a divine girl named Yogamaya. By dawn, Krishna was safe in Gokul, while Kansa tried to strike Yogamaya. She slipped from his hands, rose into the sky, and declared, "Your destroyer has already been born." Soon little Krishna grew up in the loving home of Nanda and Yashoda in Gokul. The villagers saw him as a god. He was their Makhanchor, the butter thief, slipping into homes, breaking pots, and sharing butter with his friends and even the monkeys. One day, Yashoda, tired of his mischief, tied him with a rope. But when Krishna opened his tiny mouth, she gasped. Inside, she saw the entire universe, the stars, the planets, the oceans, everything. In that moment, Yashoda realized her naughty little son was the Lord of all creation. In the Gaushala, surrounded by cows and calves, Krishna played his flute. The melody was so sweet that cows stopped grazing. Birds froze in mid-air, rivers stilled, and even the wind held its breath. Nature itself bowed to the music of Gopala, the protector of cows. And when Krishna played his flute for the gopis of Vrindavan, they left behind their homes, their chores, and even themselves on the moonlit banks of the Yamuna. He danced the Ras Leela, a dance not of bodies but of souls. It was not just music, it was the heartbeat of Vrindavan itself. And then, upon the mighty bird Garuda, the divine vehicle of Lord Vishnu, Krishna's power was revealed. Garuda, with wings as vast as the sky and eyes blazing like fire, bowed to Krishna, the eternal protector of Dharma. Krishna subdued Kaliya, the serpent whose poison tinted the Yamuna. Leaping upon its many heads, he danced gracefully, subduing the menace. Peace returned to the river as Krishna's feet touched Kaliya. In Vrindavan, the gopis carried water pots on their heads, balanced with grace. But Krishna, mischievous as ever, blocked their path, splashed water, and sometimes even broke the pots. And one day, when gopis went to the Yamuna to bathe, Krishna quietly hid their clothes up in a tree. Smilingly, they plead for their clothes, for prank of Krishna was a gentle reminder to surrender ego and embrace God with love and devotion. And then came the festivals of color. It is said that young Krishna once asked his mother Yashoda, "Maiya, why is Radha so fair and why am I so dark?" Yashoda smilingly replied, "Beta, go and color Radha's face in whichever shade you like. Then both of you will look the same." And so Krishna smeared Radha's face with colors. With Radha by his side, Krishna drenched gopis in red, yellow, blue and green. The sky itself seemed painted by his joy. For Holi with Krishna was not just about colors, but about the eternal bond of hearts, a celebration of love, unity and joy. But destiny was calling. From the playful lanes of Vrindavan and the loyal bonds of friendship, Krishna now stepped into the great stage of Mahabharata. Even as a king, Krishna never forgot his childhood friend Sudama. When Sudama came with a handful of puffed rice, Krishna welcomed him with tears of love. The world saw true friendship is not measured by wealth, but by the purity of heart. In the royal court of Hastinapur, when Draupadi was humiliated and stripped of her honor, her tears echoed through the palace. When folded hands she called out, Govinda, Krishna! And Krishna, though far away, answered her prayer. Drapery unrolled endlessly, protecting her dignity. This was the same Krishna who had once teased the gopis in Vrindavan, and now the protector of Dharma itself. As Arjuna's charioteer in the Mahabharata, he revealed the eternal truth of the Bhagavad Gita, that whenever darkness rises, he will return to guide the world towards light. And yet even the Supreme Being, the Lord of all, eventually left his earthly form. Krishna's journey in human form ended, but his teachings, leelas and love remain eternal. The cosmos wept, the river moaned, and devotion never fades. From Dharma is eternal, and Krishna's presence continues in every heart that calls his name. At the stroke of midnight, we celebrate Krishna's birth with makhan, mishri, fruit, flower, palki and bhajans. Devotee rejoice through the night, singing, dancing and honoring the child who conquered hearts and time itself. May the divine Leela of Shri Krishna fill our hearts with devotion, love and joy. Jai Shri Krishna.